Episode 4, Lifelong Parole. Niece, I had a friend named Joe. I say had because one day he stopped returning my calls and I never heard from him again. I always wondered what happened to him because our last conversation was horrible. He'd become quite addicted to cocaine and he'd recently been released from prison. He told me, I've been in a mental hospital and I've been in prison, and I honestly do not know which is worse. I had no idea what to say. I'd been in a mental hospital, but I distinctly feared ending up in prison. For starters, there's no way to sign yourself out of prison, and I imagine nurses and doctors are nicer than prison guards and a warden. The last thing I wanted to do was find out for sure. I've yet to find out the actual difference, or if there is any real difference at all, but I often feel like I have something in common with people who are released from prison and are on parole. Having to take medication for the rest of my life is a type of parole to me. Every 1 to 3 months, I am required to meet with a doctor and check in with him in order to get my meds refilled. Some people think this is just like diabetes, where you have to take your insulin every day and check in with a doctor to get refills. I do not have diabetes, but I do not believe it is the same thing at all. No matter the doctor and no matter the state, the law requires the doctor to ask me the same questions in every appointment. And I always have to remember to answer the questions perfectly so the doctor doesn't think think of changing my medications or requiring me to see him more often. Number 1, how's your mood? Good. Number 2, how's your appetite? Good. Number 3, how's your sleep? Good. Number 4, are you socializing? Yeah, I see my friends pretty often. Number 5, how's work? Good. It's really degrading. What if I'm not in a good mood? What if I overeat or don't eat at all? Appetites change just like mood. I know how important it is for me to get a good amount of sleep. If my sleep pattern is off, I'll tell you. You don't have to ask me this question every single time I see you. And it's nice seeing friends, but I'm not 25 anymore. I don't need to walk around in a clique. And my job is none of your business except for you to know that I can afford to pay you. That's what I feel like saying, but that would be a red flag. Something must be wrong with Sia if she doesn't understand how important these important appointments are to her health. She must be reminded to maintain a good mood, eat healthy foods, and sleep at least 8 hours a day. She must be reminded to be any other way will result in an episode or a relapse. This is the only way to keep her in remission. But that isn't true. I'm a regular person who sometimes get angry, sometimes happy, sometimes sad. Sometimes I stay up late. Sometimes I go to bed early. Sometimes I eat McDonald's. Sometimes I eat Greek salad. Sometimes I go weeks and I don't talk to any of my friends. Sometimes I talk to many of my friends all around the same time. Sometimes work is wonderful and I'm killing it. And sometimes I just can't wait until the end of the week. I think these questions should reflect real life and real human beings, not the person the law requires me to be in order to get my medication refilled. I've only seen meetings with parole officers in movies, but this comes from the same vein. Treat me like an actual person and not like an appointment with a checklist. I really do not wish this upon anyone, least of all you. But it's important to know what to expect because having some prior knowledge would have helped me with my anger. I was so upset to have to go through this over and over again with no end in sight. I admit I often lied when I answered these questions over the years, but I know myself more than any doctor ever will, and I know when something is wrong with me and when I need to ask for help. That's something everyone needs to learn. You must be able to figure out when you have to ask for help, not just when it comes to your mental health, but in every aspect of your life. People help other people, even people they don't know. And of course, you always have me. I'll help you when you need it, but I will not be a crutch. You're stronger than you know. I was, so I'm certain you are too. Until next time, this is Aunt Sia saying, stay strong, stay healthy, and know that you are loved.
We can learn together, we can grow forever.
Hey, it's a best kept secret.
We can learn together, we can grow forever. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. Let me tell you where I've been, who I am, what I do, where I stand, how I live, what I think, what I love, what I am. Black bipolar female. Yes, ma'am. Many questions you could ask. What I don't know I will pass. I will help you understand all the ups, all the downs, all the smiles, all the frowns, all the whys, all the hows. Walk the journey with me. The road is full of wows. We can learn together. We can grow forever. We can learn together. We can grow forever.